Okay, gentlemen, I'd like to welcome you all to the World Open War draw for day one groups. Now, we've seeded the teams, and I'll talk through that in a moment. I'm very proud to say we've got Marcus from Warlord, who is going to carry out the draw for us. And we also have a couple of the team captains online who are participating by listening in and making sure there's no shenanigans. This will be the only draw, which is why it's live, and we will record it and share it with everyone so you know what to expect. So, hello, Marcus. How are you doing, sir?
All right, Ross, thank you very much for having me. Very happy to be here. Very excited. Always wanted to be one of those people that does the footy draws on the telly. Lifelong dream, so thank you.
If next time we get you in the studio and we'll warm up some balls for you to pull out of a bag.
Oh.
Right, so this is World Open War draw being hosted at SSWG and sponsored by Warlord Games. So the event details, it will be taking place on the 21st and 22nd of October. Each team will play 3 games on day 1 and 3 games on day 2, depending on their fixture and results on day 1. Sunday, we will have a grand final group of 4 teams, and the winner will be declared the first ever World Open War champion. So that's the event. Okay, we're using a group system. So just to explain this, because no one has ever done it the way we are in Bold Action, we are drawing 16 teams into 4 groups of 4. Each team has been given a seed. So they're a first seed. They are a home nation seed, which means they're one of the home nations. That's England, Scotland, and Wales on this occasion. And then the other 8 teams are drawn into 3rd and 4th seeds. The split on seeds was very random, if I'm honest, because the teams are very, very evenly matched. So I think the first 4 seeds probably, arguably, are the strongest in the tournament. And we had 5 referees, including myself, overview the seeding and agree it. We had no complaints or objections from captains. So we are going to go ahead with those seedings. So without further ado, our seedings. So our first seeds are Denmark MBM Vikings, Poland Black Brigade, Team Deutschland, and Spain's Legion. So, Marcus, would you take the black, maroon, green, and blue dice, please?
Black, maroon, green, and blue. There they are.
Well, this is exciting, isn't it? They're in the bag. So Marcus, he has the dice in the bag. Marcus, will you confirm you haven't drilled or chipped any of the dice deliberately? You haven't had them in a freezer?
Nope. Haven't done anything dodgy to them whatsoever. In fact, I nicked these out of the HQ store this morning.
Fantastic. Hopefully we can get some free dice at the tournament then. Only partly used.
So, right. Whenever you're ready.
Okay, could you please draw the first seed for me, please?
We have maroon.
Maroon. So maroon would be Poland. Poland will be in Group 1. They are in Group A, rather. Sorry, Group A, Poland. Can we draw the next one, please?
We have black.
Black is Denmark Vikings. So the Danish Vikings, or Vikings, will be in Group B. Next one, please, sir.
We have green.
Green is Team Deutschland. So they will be Group C. So inevitably, unless we've done something wrong, can we just confirm Spain? Yes, thank you. So Spain will be Group 4. Okay, guys, so they are the first 4 drawn. Okay, we will now lock those in. So I'm going to lock those in on my screen. Marcus, could you put the red, brown, white, and grey dice into your bag? Give them a good shuffle.
We are shuffled and ready.
Lovely. I'm just going to log the teams in. We have another captain arriving to oversee the party events happening. Let me just put the final in. And Group D was indeed Spain. Let me have them. Right, they are locked into the group event discussion. Okay, right. So let me go back to the group. People invites. I am going to let them in. Oh, jolly good. Okay, right. Okay, so now the next draw. Okay, Marcus, this is for Group A. So this will be an opponent for Poland. Could you draw a dice, please?
We have brown.
Brown is Wales. So Wales will be in the Poland group. Okay, that's a great matchup, and we'll talk about that later maybe. Can we draw for Group B, which is the Danish group?
We have a grey.
A grey, that is Cymru. So that is the second Welsh, or maybe the first Welsh team, depending on how you see it, based on the players. Okay, the third one, please, for our German friends.
White.
White. So that is England will be playing Germany. Always a classic game. And that means Spain must be playing.
They are playing red.
Which is Scotland. There's another rematch that I'm sure we're going to love to see. Okay, thank you very much, gentlemen. We now move on to the third round. Whilst I look at that, let me explain how we're going to do the third round. We have USA Snafu, USA Swans. We have Spain, Almogavares. I hope I said that right. Almogavares is a type of light infantry, I believe. And we have the Denmark Jutland Company. Now, what we're going to do, we're going to draw for Spain first. Now, Spain cannot go into Group D because Group D includes the other Spanish team. So what we're going to do is we're going to put the following colours into the bag, Marcus. Could you please put in the black, maroon and green dice?
Black, maroon and green in the bag.
Give them a good shuffle from you, sir.
There we go. We are shuffled and ready.
Okay, so black is Group A, maroon is Group B, green is Group C. Would you please draw the dice?
Green.
Green. So Group C is Germany or Deutschland, England, and the Spanish team. Almogavares. Okay, good. Thank you very much, sir. Right. Our other restricted team is Denmark Jutland Company. They cannot go into Group B. They are not allowed into Group B because that would be with the other Danes. So what we're going to do, we can't have them in B and we won't have them in C because we've drawn the Spanish there. So could you put the black and the blue dice into the bag, please, sir? Give them a good shuffle. And let's find out where we're putting the Danes.
Blue.
Blue. So they will be getting Group D. So Spain, Scotland, and Denmark are now Group D. Thank you very much. Okay, that leaves two teams. So we drop back to the two teams, and they are USA Snafu and USA Swans. They are in the same tier, which means they cannot play each other, which was a deliberate decision. We don't want them flying all the way over the pond just to play each other. Although I am told they've never played each other, which just shows you what a big place the USA is, eh? So could you please, sir, put black in for USA Snafu and blue for USA Swans? Thank you, sir. And we're going to draw to see which one goes into Group A with Poland and Wales. Good shuffle, and please draw.
We have a black.
Black, so Snafu, USA Snafu will be in with Poland and Wales. Poland and Wales. Okay, thank you very much, which means USA Swans must be in Group B, which is with Denmark and Team Cymru. Okay, Swans, very good. So we now go to the final group. Now, as you can see, we have one restricted team in the fourth seed, and that is Luftwaffe. That is the second German team. They cannot go into Group C because Group C has the German team. So we're going to put the following colours in. Can you please, sir, put in black, maroon and blue?
Black, maroon and blue in the bag. Shake them all about.
And draw in your own good time, please.
We have blue.
Blue. Okay, Luftwaffe are in the group with Spain, Scotland, and Denmark Jutland Company. Okay, my lights just went off to show this is real time. Okay, thank you very much for that, Marcus. So, right, now what I'd like, now we've done Luftwaffe, could you put the red, brown, and white dice in? And I get up and put my lights on.
Red, brown, and white in the bag. Firmly shaken.
There you go. Excellent. Okay, so we're going to draw now for Group A. For which team will go into Group A?
We have white.
That is the South Africa Commandos team. And we have our first group, which will be Poland, Wales, USA Snafu, and the South Africa Commandos team. Thank you. Can we then draw our next dice for Group B?
We have Red.
Okay, that is Helvetia Guards, which is our Swiss team. So we're going to have Denmark, the Welsh team, the USA Swans team, and the Swiss in Group B. So our final dice, unless things have gone pretty crazy here, should be grey. Brown even.
Oh,
so no,
don't
brown
do that,
should
Russ.
not.
Give me a heart attack.
Right, no. Okay, so our final team, the only one left is the USA. Oh, USA Swans was done. My apologies. That is the Barbarians, of course. So
Who
the
are brown?
Barbarians, mistake by me, not thinking. Barbarians are brown and the Barbarians are in. We now have Deutschland, Germany, England, Spain, and the Barbarians in our third group. Right, I'm going to enter those groups. Whilst I do that officially, I wonder if we can have a quick look at the plan for day one. All teams in Group A will play all other teams in Group A. The same will happen for B, C, and D. Hopefully, we got some good matchups there that people are looking forward to. Whilst I load the teams in, any captains who are on call, if you'd like to unmute, and I just wonder if we have any comments first up from anyone, or are we all going to be shy? What do you think, Marcus? It's unusual for these guys to be shy, but I suspect one or two of them might be.
I think everyone's still trying to work out how they can say the nice things nastily and the nastily things nicely. No,
Absolutely.
this is looking fantastic. It's really good to see people coming from all over. From Warlord's perspective, we're really excited to see this. I think this could be an absolute stunner. I think we're going to see some really good games right off the bat and all the way through the weekend. So I'm really excited to see what the captains have to say. I'm really excited to see the build up to this. And obviously, we'll be talking a lot on our social media and our newsletter about this as the big day approaches.
Fantastic. And as we talk, I'm literally putting the official team names into our group, which I'm going to put up on screen in a moment. For me, what I'm really looking forward to is the teams. They got their lists in a week ago. We had 48 lists. We had to do a lot of checking, as you can imagine, to make sure everything was right. A few lists went back. We then had a few things we had to check in terms of what you see is what you get. And it was interesting because naturally, different parts of the world, even different parts of the UK, will have certain slight differences in meta, which means we have to make sure we're clear on the differences and what those differences mean. But we are more or less there. So, okay, I'm now going to put up the official rankings for all the teams that we have at the event. So let me see if I can share my screen so you guys can see exactly what we have to come. Okay, right, here we go. Screen in. Click on there. Okay, Marcus, can I just confirm? Can you see in front of you Group A, B, C, and D?
I can indeed.
And if I am not mistaken, we have Poland, Wales, USA Snafu, and South Africa in Group A.
Yep.
The Group B, we have Denmark, Wales second. Well, whether it's a second team or not, we will see, I guess. USA Swans and our Swiss team.
We do indeed.
We have Deutschland or Team Germany. We have England. We have the Spain second team, and we have the Barbarians. And I'd just like to thank the Barbarians. That is a mixed reserve team that came in after we lost a couple of teams. So it consists of, I know there's one Dane in the team and there's a couple of Brits, I believe, from different parts of the UK. So thank you very much to those guys for their efforts stepping in to support us. And then we have Spain, Scotland, Denmark 2, and Germany 2. So some strong groups there. Looking at the groups, Marcus, first thing I would say, I don't think there's any groups that are unfairly strong or unfairly weak. I think we've got a good mix of players there.
Yeah, there's not a group of death straight off the bat. I think there's some strong teams spread across the whole tournament, which is what you want to see. I think we're going to end up with some really, really good games. I reckon we're going to see I'm going to predict at least one surprise grand final round team. But I reckon we might have two. So I'm going to be keeping a close eye on a couple of these groups and seeing if some of those teams that might be labeled as the second teams, I think, they're going to come in with a lot to prove. They're going to want to prove that, maybe there should be a change in name the next time this rolls around. So that's going to be really interesting to see. I think if nothing else for the bragging rights on the flight or the drive home.
I'm with you on this. I'd be very surprised if all 4 of the first seeds win their groups. That would be a surprise outcome for me, given just how close some of those sides are. And then on the 3rd and 4th rankings, it's more their unknown teams.
Yeah.
So it will be interesting to see how they do. I suspect the American teams could be stronger than the rankings suggest. So that would be good to see as well.
That's not something we see a lot in the UK and in the European circuit, is US teams coming over. So I think we could be seeing, you know, a very different way of approaching bolt action, a very different way of approaching the challenge of the game and the meta. So I think this is fantastic to see a different take come in, and that might well surprise some people, which is what we're after at the end of the day. You know, seeing those top players going up against something they've potentially not played very much of before, seeing how they're going to react, seeing how different styles are going to mesh with each other, and seeing what it produces at the end of the day in the results.
Absolutely. I can't wait now. So we're only 3 weeks away from the actual event. I know you'll be attending, Marcus, I believe. Is that correct?
I will indeed. I will indeed. I'm actually looking at travel and hotels and things pretty much as soon as I'm done with this call. So I'll be locking that in and getting down.
Well, in that case, Marcus, I'll end the meeting now. So I'm going to unshare that screen and let me go on and see where we are in terms of recording. I'm going to end the recording now. And it just says, just remains for me to say thank you very much to everyone who participated and to say I look forward to seeing you all.
Absolutely. And thank you for putting this on.
And well, once more, thank you very much to Warlord Games for the sponsorship.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys.